Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching. Just a quick note, as many other YouTubers have been saying, just be careful because this video is meant to be viewed in 4K, but YouTube lately has been showing us some lower quality footage despite our phones and laptops etc. being able to play the other ones, so just make sure you pop this into 4K. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you quite briefly about how you can quickly get started making some excellent quality YouTube recordings, and also how you can make some really decent music videos for a relatively low price. Okay, so why should I be telling you about this rather than someone else? Well, there's many good people out there, of course, but I work as a professional cameraman, videographer, and photographer. So I have a lot of experience of using this different equipment despite not having a very large channel. So I can assure you I will do this with as much honesty as possible and also a fair bit of knowledge. So there's a lot of good cameras out there, especially the new Panasonic range. They've just brought out 3 new ones and they are about 1,500 plus. So I'm going to show you how currently in Currys, for £323 and 73 pence, it's quite specific, you can get actually a box set of an ultimate video kit. And to be honest, it does what it says. It gives you the camcorder, it does it in 4K, 25 frames per second, so it's pretty good. And it's got a little case with it, which is nice for some people who are just starting out. 2 batteries, the charger, enough wires to pop you into HDMI, and a lovely lens hood, which is great so you don't get all that flare on your videos. Just make sure you pop that off if you're taking low light, because this isn't a brilliant low light camcorder. Okay, so let's just talk about how you can get decent sound and also decent video. So we'll start with the video. So here's the camcorder. I'm not going to do a demonstration of it. This is the VX870. It's got Wi-Fi, so you can link it to your phone and have a secondary camera. Brilliant if you're doing, say, cake and bake tutorials or some music tutorials, which is excellent. I'm going to do a full demo of this so you can see what the quality is like. At the moment, I'm just recording on my 4K Samsung S10 device. It was just convenient because I want this to be a quick video. In it, you've got, like I said, these Wi-Fi functions, which are really helpful. It also means it allows live streaming, so you can instantly stream your videos, which is fantastic. And you've got your on and off button, you've got some leveling device, and you can switch it between a video or a camera mode. Okay, so it's really, really simple and basic to use. And the really big thing is you also have a mains output. So if I'm doing some professional car shows, I can do my instruments photography, pop this there, leave it through the generator, and it will just record all day as long as you've got a big enough memory card. Mine's 512 gigabytes, so I don't have to worry about that. The recording device in it for audio is pretty rubbish, so don't bother with that unless you're you might want to just do some audio over the top of that. Nice little feature of this though is that when you open it, there's no viewfinder, so you have to use the live display. It actually opens the front of the camera and then it shuts it again, so you don't get that extra dust in there. It's quite pleasant, really. Okay, so that's that. That'll give you 4K quality in 25 frames per second. Yeah, so it's not like the expensive ones, the prosumer ones. Okay, then you need some really decent sound. Okay, so you can do 2 things. You can get the Rhodes Pro Plus, or you can get the stereo mic. Okay, so I work as a full-time musician and I record theatres and that when I do my videography, etc. So I've gone for the stereo version. Obviously, if you want it only for you sitting there doing a YouTube tutorial, get the Pro version. It's a bit longer. And the older, they come in 2 models now. There's the Plus and there's not the Plus, but both will do you fine for starting out. There's a lot of lovely YouTube videos on that. Okay, so this is actually an unboxing of this. It's just arrived on Amazon. All I've done is slit this here. So let's see what we get. And this will sit on top of here. Ah, yes. Something very important just before we carry on going is in the little case you get, you have a shoe mount. So this is what's going to hold it all together for us. I'll just put that there for now. Okay, so unboxing. Da, 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 da. There it is, exactly as it shows on the box. Okay. Wow, this is really not much to unbox, is there? Well, this is quite tough. Okay, lovely. Okay, so there's your Rhodes video mic. It's got this nice little bit of gyro going on, I see. And it's got a lovely short cable, which is just what we want because we don't want that getting in the way of everything. Is it attached or is it detachable? No, it's actually attached, and I heard from someone else, it's actually Kevlar lined, or Kevlar around the outside, which I guess is going to mean Kevlar's tough, isn't it? So it's going to make it last longer. Okay, so you got that. Pretty creased, to be honest. It wasn't the best packaging. And then you want to get the dead kitten with it. Yeah, if you're going to record it outside, actually pretty much I always use this really. These dead cats or kittens, depending on how big your videos are, you want to pop over the top. So immediately, this is going to be embarrassing, it's not going to work now. Let's see if I can do this. That is going to live over the top for me. I got the official Rhodes one, but you can get some others. Pricing, it's actually reduced now from £209, it's quite expensive starting price, to £139 I got the stereo one for, and that's from Amazon through the official Amazon distributor, so it's easy to return within the 30 days, which is great. And the kitten here was £25 reduced to 18, which is nice. And you can see I got the official Rode one. It's just had such great reviews, I thought I'd go with everyone else. Okay, so battery pack is really easy to access. I have seen from YouTube tutorials. So I'll pop my 9V battery in there, and then we'll have a little demo with what that can do with regards to speaking and regards to music. The other thing I've got with this, as I mentioned earlier, is a little lens cap, which is great if you're recording in light. And this isn't like an SLR one where you have to click it and turn it. It took me a while to work out actually. You just lay it on the front of it and then you turn the wheel to attach it, which is fine. The shoe mount is brilliant to put on, like so, which just goes in, but you can't pull it out, which is lovely. And they have to have an actual shoe adapting port to get it out. So that's pretty cool. And when this goes on, it should slide straight in like a flash does. Yep, there we go. And screw that down. Take a while. This is a small camera, right? Just in case people are wondering, why is it back there, not here? They put it near the back, because if you have a long mic, like the other Rhodes one, which are like directional, it's going to go quite far forwards. And then what's nice, you can put that on so you can actually get some extra length on it. You know, if you go past here, you're going to get in when you get to wide angle. The wide angle in this is 30 millimeters. So it's not actually very wide angle. But they say it is. Oh, actually, what's really cool, yeah, you might not know this. In the box it comes in, it gives you a list of other things that you can do with it. So you can actually get this conversion lens to make it wide angle. But I'm assuming with most things like that, then it will degrade the quality somewhat. So that's how it looks. And I really like this. Is really obvious that in wind this is going to be brilliant, because that is just such a great, simple, clever idea. Okay, let's get this baby working, and I'm going to switch now to you seeing the quality through this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here we are doing the test. I've selected the best settings from the camcorder, which was just put it into auto eye and obviously in 4K mode, 25 frames per second, so you can see what's going on. I'm also using the wireless function and using the inbuilt wireless 2.4G, so it's connected to my phone, and I can use the phone as a wireless controller, whereas before you used to have a remote. This also works really nicely, this technology, because the phone, I can see what I'm doing on it. It cuts out the screen, unfortunately, on the Panasonic, which is a bit awkward if you've got someone watching. So it's not dual, but it's for exactly what I'm doing now, for if you're on your own doing it. It's also got the most beautiful delay on it. So you press the record button, and then you take your hand away. After, it's not because it's slow, because it's Wi-Fi, it's designed like that. So when you take your hand away, then you're presented, as long as you're quick enough, that you've not just gone, oh, I've touched the phone to record, which is a really, really nice feature, because it means you can actually do YouTube quality, images quickly, and then you get some editing. So if you're starting out and you don't even have the editing program, little shout out to DaVinci, by the way. It's free, works beautifully on all the PC Windows systems. Just thought I'd put that in. It's a lovely program. Yeah, it works really well. So, next, the mic. So the mic I've tried a lot of settings, so you don't have to go through listening to like tons and tons. But if you've got it on high pass filter, and you've got it on the normal gain setting with the dead kitten on it, that is the best way for a male voice like mine and also a piano. So rather than you fishing through to see what you like, it was quite obvious what was the best. So I've used that as standard. So you can hear me speaking now, and then you can have a little demo of the piano. Doing low notes. There's a lot of sound in the air there with the pedal down, so just testing the capabilities of the mic. Doing high notes. There we have it. That's a very quick test. Like I said, I wanted it to be quick. We're now going to switch over and see how it copes with a saxophone. With this, I'm not even going to try it. I know I'm going to put it in the -10 decibels because this thing's going to be loud. Okay, let's see how we go. Quite far away from the camera now, but what's awesome is you can actually control the zoom on it. So although I'm looking at my phone to make sure I know what I'm doing, you can, in certain situations, be like, oh, hi guys, quite nice for interviews and things like that, where you can actually zoom in. Yeah, obviously you can't pan, but you can zoom in directly where you're going, which is pretty cool. And then you've also got some control over the speed, so if I need to zoom out like immediately, I can go pretty fast. That's a nice little feature there. So if I get it about here, good. The way I've got the angle with the light, you've got a nice little shadow, so that's pretty good. And it sounds like this. So this is on -10 decibels. Like I said, I'm not even going to bother trying it on the others, because this thing's really loud. If I'm facing you, and then with a bit growling. Just to see, not to show off or anything, I'll say, oh, look what I can do. Just be interesting to see how it copes with that as well. So that's probably enough. It gives you a little bit of speaking, a bit of piano, and a bit of saxophone. And a saxophone's loudest. Saxophone will be comparable to a trumpet, if you're going to record that. And we'll see how that sounds. Thank you very much for watching.